Hi, I'm Christian Guzman. I'm an assistant professor in civil and environmental engineering. My parents immigrated here from Ecuador. They understood and knew the importance of education, and I really kind of, at their insistence, was kind of made to be the one that was going to be really focused on education. This kind of always was driven by them, but I had a choice to make when I was attending undergrad as, where am I going to make my career? People had an idea about what they were going to do, engineering, science, math, and someone just said, I think you would be good at engineering. I just decided to go alphabetically. Let's start with agricultural and biological. And at one seminar, there was this guest speaker who just took us to this park, just been decommissioned as this one type of industrial land and now made into a natural kind of walkable space. And that's when I kind of really lit up. I was like, wow, this is what I want to do. Deciding about which graduate programs I was going to be in actually set the stage for the rest of my research career, in that I was looking specifically for programs that wanted to make a difference in communities that were underserved. Cornell was one of those programs that offered opportunities to go to Latin America, to go to Africa, Asia, and my professor, Thomas Steenhouse, was working in Ethiopia and suggested, I do a project there. And there, the interest was in understanding soil erosion and water degradation. And I thought, I'm just going to read everything and know everything about soil and water, and when I get there, be able to help right away. When I arrived there, it was life-changing. Everything was upside down from the perspective of what I thought I could help with. The engineering solutions that I thought could be the next thing to, change people's lives have already been tested out. There was more of a need to better integrate a researcher, like an engineer, into the community, better work with social scientists, see how solutions could be a long-term thing and not a short-term fix. And that's when I really understood social justice isn't about coming and giving a solution to a group. It's more about working with the community and seeing how your expertise can be lended to what they already want to do. Your life isn't just all successes. After my defense, I had received notice that my papers were rejected and the last opportunity for a job was also rejected. And so I was completely deflated. I had come to the culmination of all these experiences and been told in one way or another, you're nothing. And it took a long time to recover from that. I went home to Florida to kind of reflect on what my meaning was, just really re-understood why it was that I was doing my PhD. Success will come along the way, but really what you should draw meaning from is what really matters to you. So the project that we have, funded by the Institute of Diversity Sciences, is working on integrating data related to social vulnerability and flood risk across urban and rural centers in Massachusetts. What we're finding is that in some cities, so Lawrence, Springfield, Holyoke, a lot of these characteristics of minority status, low income, low English speaking availability is starting to overlap with high flood risk. But in areas like Worcester and Boston, these stories don't tend to be the same kind of story. It's really been interesting to see just how more of these vulnerability indices tend to overlap within these flood zones. And so we're trying to piece apart, is there some sort of social change that happens, or is there some sort of reallocation in what we call vulnerability?